Hearthstone's a game that you can play with your friends. It's an online multiplayer card game, and it's a lot of fun because you are the champion. You're the hero. You're the one that gets in there, that attacks the base, and you win gold. 5 things I wish I knew when it came to Hearthstone. Number 1 thing would be the cost of the cards. They say, and they actually brag about this, free to play. Come join us in the land. And honestly, it's not free to play if you want to play competitively. Like, yeah, you could log on, but if you're going to play competitively, it's going to be $2.99 for 2 packs. And what that does is, because they're digital, you don't have them to trade with your friends. You don't have them to sell later. You can't resell these cards if you wanted to and get new cards. With Pokemon and Magic cards, it's $2.99 for their pack, but you could also trade them and you could also get store credit, or you could sell them online. So for number 2, the hardest thing for me in the beginning was adding friends. When I first learned to add friends, I didn't know how to send an invite, and a lot of people are still having that problem because your name has a hashtag with some numbers at the end of it, and it's like, do I send that? Do I not send it? Well, yes, in short, you send it. So make sure you send your screen name, you look up your hashtag number, and you make sure to send that all one line, one word to your friend when you send messages. Number 3 is knowing your metagame. Knowing the metagame is very important, especially when you start playing very competitively. As you increase in the ladder and get higher in levels, it's important to know what types of decks you're going up against. Those are going to be the top decks that people are playing across the world. It's very important to know that, because knowing that, you know your counters, you know how to set up your moves, you know when to mulligan your hand, and you know how to curve out well against these decks in order to take the win home, to win the gold, to do it all. So this brings us to number 4, which is different types of decks. When we talk about these different types of decks, I'm talking control decks, aggro decks, mid-range, all the different types that you could be encountering on the ladder. So knowing exactly what a control deck is, and what that is controlling the board, making sure your opponent doesn't get minions down. Aggro decks is going face, getting that damage in. You don't care about what kind of creatures they're dropping, you are just taking their life away. And then mid-range, that's going on the curve. You want a 1-drop, 2-drop, into a 3-drop. The perfect curve will have you win those games. Speaking of going face, lastly, what I wish I knew is number 5, when to go face. So when you're playing Hearthstone, you're going to be in a lot of situations where you have minion versus minion, and you already did a ton of damage to them, and you're thinking, should I just keep doing that extra damage, just, you know, putting pressure on them, where they got to deal with my minions anyways. But you got to be careful about that. People could unleash big combos, especially rogue players, where if you just go face and you leave 3 minions on that board, they will take you down, and they'll take you down fast. No regret, no apologies, you're done. So really know what you're playing against in order to know, I got to just keep going after the damage going face, or I got to destroy their minions first, and then later on I'll build up my board again and we will finish off the game. So let us know what you thought about this top 5 list. Did you agree with it? Was there something that we missed? And also, you can check out BaxtersRealm.com for exclusive information on Baxters and other videos. Also, if you have other ideas for videos, let us know in the comments below or send us a message. For more top 5 upcoming videos, make sure to subscribe to Baxter's Realm.